And joining us now is former U.S. Olympian and American long jumper Funmi Jimoh. Funmi, I appreciate you taking the time on this. Tell us, how legitimate are these athletes' concerns?
Each Olympic Games has a different experience. My experience was really great. The food was great. I was in Beijing Olympics, and the rooms were great as well. But the concerns are real. If you want to be able to perform well and at your highest capability, you want to make sure you have the proper nutrition and the proper place to sleep and lay your head at night.
Yeah, what kind of impact could cardboard beds, we saw that TikTok there, them saying like, oh, my back, like after waking up the following morning, or lack of protein, what kind of effect does that have on performance?
I mean, sustaining a regimen of eating and eating whole foods that, make sense, and protein is, of course, something we all need to replenish our bodies as competitors. So it's very important to have the protein available and the eggs and all of that. It's so very important. And sleep and recovery as you're training and trying to keep things as consistent as possible, and replicate kind of your own training environment is super important. So I imagine that for those who are experiencing difficulties, it's probably, very difficult for them.
Yeah, and it's incredible that Team Great Britain has the option of flying in, a personal chef to prepare meals for their athletes because they want them to stay
Yeah,
in tip-top condition. Do you
yeah.
wonder about the other countries who maybe can't afford to do this for their athletes? Do you think the playing field is not as level?
You know, that is a very fair point. Each Olympic committee from different countries is going to have different levels of availability to compensate for what's not available. The playing field is probably not going to be even for those who can't bring in the resources. So that is difficult when you think about, those countries who might not have that as a resource.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we have already had our first doping scandal. Just announced that a member of Team Iraq was caught using performance-enhancing drugs. As an Olympian yourself, what goes through your mind when you hear of something like this?
It's disappointing, whenever someone feels as though they need to take performance enhancers in order to compete at this stage. We are typically super diligent about making sure that what you put in your body is approved and not enhancing your performance artificially. So, it's disappointing. I know we like to believe, Olympic Games is so pure. So to kind of throw a wrench in that, it's disappointing. A lot of us work really hard to ensure that what we're putting in our body is absolutely, oops.
This is live TV. We're just proving to everyone that it is not pre-taped.
My apologies.
You're fine.
Uh, just making sure everything we put in our body is absolutely the best. So,
Of course, of course.
yeah.
I want to ask you, the U.S. Olympic Committee just agreed to ask the FBI to drop the doping investigation of the Chinese athletes from last Summer Olympics. What do you think of the U.S. Olympic leaders agreeing to do that?
I don't have enough information about, what happened regarding that. I imagine that our leaders are probably making the best decisions for, our Olympic committee, but I don't have enough information to be able to
I
comment on.
understand. Take
Yeah.
us behind the scenes and into the mindset of an Olympian in these moments, right ahead of the opening ceremony. What is it like to have trained so hard for this moment and you arrive in a city maybe you've never been in before? You are
Mhm.
terribly jet lagged, I would imagine. You
Yes.
are too stressed to sleep properly. What is it really like to try to perform at your highest level on the world stage like this?
For the rookies who this is their first Olympics, I would imagine that, it's very jarring. For myself, I was probably not as prepared mentally as I would have hoped, because everything had such scale and grandeur, that my eyes were so wide open. But I think that the resources and the help of the veterans who have been to several Olympic Games to kind of help the rookies center themselves and be able to take in the grandeur and the scale and the
Yeah.
excitement of it. but also hone in on, why they're there, and the things that got them there. And luckily, between opening ceremonies and track and field, at the very least, there's a little bit of time to kind of settle in, enjoy the moment, but then refocus and do what it is that you need to
Yeah, I
do.
love.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.